Baba. What's Baba?
It's superb.
आज बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग इंटरव्यू इसलिए होने वाला है क्योंकि मुझे ऐसे लगता है इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ बॉलीवुड ऐसी फिल्म ही नहीं बनी है जिसका चेहरा एक ऐसी लड़की है, मतलब जय संतोषी माँ से लेके किट्टी पार्टी से लेके इसने मतलब हर चीज में लड़कियों के लिए एक आवाज उठाई है एंड शी इज प्रोबेबली द मोस्ट पेटीट लुकिंग गर्ल हु थिंक ये क्या करेगी, लेकिन इसके एक्सप्रेशन से ही अक्षय कुमार तक हिल जाते हैं. वेलकम टू द स्टूडियो. नुशरत, आपने बचपन में क्या किया था जिसकी वजह से आप ये फेम फिगर बन गई हैं जिससे सामने वाला हिल जाता है? क्या है ये?
पता नहीं, आई थिंक मम्मी पापा ने ऐसे सिर पे गिरा दिया होगा 2-3 बार कि यू हैव टू बी मेंटल टू बी एबल टू डू दिस फॉर दीस मेनी इयर्स.
नहीं, मतलब कुछ ऐसी घटना घटी थी, मर्दों के अगेंस्ट आपकी कोई पहल की? हाउ आर यू दिस फेम फोर्स जो इतनी फिल्में ऐसे कर चुकी है जहाँ पे आप सबको बोल रहे हो आंखें खोलो हम भी हैं?
आई डोंट नो, ऐसा कुछ हुआ तो नहीं था मेरे साथ लाइफ में, बट फिल्मों में होता रहा. वेदर आई लाइक इट और नॉट, आई केप्ट गेटिंग कास्ट इन फिल्म्स लाइक दैट. From LSD to प्यार का पंचनामा to 2 to then आकाशवाणी to then सोनू की यूट्यूब स्वीटी, it just to अजीब दास्तान to छोरी to जनहित to अकेली. Okay, I think I have summed it up now. My intro is done, guys. Thanks.
पर आज जो जनाब आपके साथ आए हैं इनको तो भाई लोगों ने फौदा में एंड आई थिंक एक चेहरा जब आपको एक कैरेक्टर का पहचान दे सकता है, क्योंकि वैसे तो ये बात करने में बड़े प्यारे हैं and I can do a bit of numerology for you, but I don't want to introduce you. I would like her to introduce you. आप ये काम करेंगी? Do the honors.
That'll be interesting.
Come on now.
I want to hear what you have to say. What do you know about me?
I think the most interesting part about Sakhi is that he discovered acting as pure passion and love. I do, and that's the purest way of.
एक सेकेंड. वाह. आप भी बोलिए.
Baba, no.
Baba.
What's Baba?
It's superb.
She just said that you discovered your passion for acting accidentally. It was not like I want to be an actor.
Totally accidental. I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, and I was like.
I didn't even know that about you. I just said you're a musician.
Which is why I said he has to come to this radio interview because y'all are gonna have a blast with this man. And I can't sing for anything. मुझे गाना आता ही नहीं, सुर ही नहीं है.
नहीं, पर आप Taurian हैं.
I heard you yesterday singing.
I was screaming more than singing.
Actually, you do look a little like Sunidhi Chauhan now that I
No, I love her. Thank you.
She's so hot.
She was amazing.
You know, before I start off on him, there is a beautiful chemistry with Israelis. I feel that we have. In fact, मैंने एक past life regression किया था जिसमें मुझे लगा मैं वहाँ पे ही पैदा हुई थी. There's something about them. It's intense. It's pure. It's raw. आपको जब ये आप कर रही थी, was there things that you discovered जो आपको लगा wow? क्योंकि I'm sure you had him as the.
He was a very quiet, very silent, but very ठहराव जिसको बोलते हैं. हम एक्टिंग में ठहराव ढूंढते हैं.
जी.
इस आदमी के ब्लड में है वो. वो खड़ा रहता है तो ऐसा लगता है कि वो खड़ा है. But वो it's like a storm standing in that much space. Wow. And everything around is just silent.
Wow.
He doesn't do much because he doesn't need to do much. हम पूरा सेट अकेली का सिर्फ उसके एंट्री शॉट के लिए बैठे हुए थे कि वो गाड़ी से उतर के चल के आएंगे और मैं आई एम गिविंग ब्लूपर्स अवे बट ठीक है, मैं ऐसे बंदी बन के नीचे बैठी हूँ एंड आई एम नॉट सपोज्ड टू लुक एट हिम बट व्हेन इट वाज हिज ऑपोजिट एंगल आई वाज जस्ट लुकिंग एट हिम. I said, okay, forget the scene. Wait, let me just watch him do this.
I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So what is it? Sorry to ask you this so blatantly. There is something so intense in your community. Where do you think that comes from, Saki? Welcome to India and Mumbai.
Thank you very much. You know, first of all, I think it leads me directly to talk about a lot of similarities between India and Israel, between Indians and Israelis. You know, like you said, whether it's the intense. You know, whether it's so many like, you know, Israel is much more smaller than India, much more smaller. I mean, when I heard what's the population of Bombay?
Mumbai is probably double Israel.
Yeah, so I mean, we have 9 million people in Israel. That's nothing, but still, it's so complex and so many like communities, and we have a lot of we're people with a lot of fire. With inside, and I can sense it, you know, in you Indians. You also have it.
You know, incidentally, my neighbors in Kuwait were Israelis, and they used to like Indian cinema, and we used to like your cinema.
There is a big fan base of Indian cinema in Israel. A very
Yeah.
big,
So, did you hear of any actors when you were growing up? Which were the Bollywood actors?
You know, actually, like Nushrratt said,
Yeah.
I didn't grow up an
Oh.
actor. I'm a musician. My life was oriented to music. Until the age of 18, I lived in 5 countries, so I kind of, absorbed a lot of cultures.
Yeah.
But acting, I discovered like 11 years ago. So
Oh my God.
I'm doing my
Homework.
homework now. Yeah.
Because I remember our neighbors used to watch a very, very big, one of the biggest superstars this country has seen, RJ Archana. They used to watch his movies because they were family oriented, and he would be like so crying and laughing. Like, his expressions. I think Israelis like the little bit of that louder expression.
We are very loud. Israel is a very loud, and Israel takes everything to the extremity. If something comes new to Israel, they will take it to the edge. Like we live our lives in Israel like there's no tomorrow. And that's partying, that's food, that's everything.
Okay, so quickly, what are the foods you've had of India and you've loved? I'm sure Nushrratt's doing.
Oh yeah. She took me. I just need to remember the names. First of all, we ate like these two very, very tasty. The one with the cream and the one with
Yeah, I taught you the name. Come on, Delhi chaat. Look.
Delhi chaat.
But what is the name of that round thing we ate?
I wrote it down.
You can refer to
Oh,
it.
nice!
Yeah,
Someone's got notes.
Okay. And I need my glasses because it's the age. What can I do? Let's see where it is.
Yeah, say the 2 names.
Raj Kachori
Oh, nice!
and Aloo Paratha.
Oh! Okay,
And-
let's
and-
say.
and
lassi, he took a sip.
And yesterday we ate, I don't remember.
वड़ा पाव मिठी भाई का वड़ा पाव खिलाया मैंने सारी चटनियों के साथ और मिर्ची के साथ मैंने कहा पूरा खा
And what did you think?
Tasty. I love Indian food. We have great Indian food also in Israel. Israel is kind of a
Mix.
fusion of everyone. Now, my mother is Moroccan originally. She's a great cook, and she absorbed
Cultures
taste
and
of
foods,
many
yeah.
cultures. And I like mixing many foods. So
Yeah.
with Indian food, everything mixes.
Okay, quickly.
no once again let me tell you this
Chutney.
last night
Yeah, say
Yeah,
chutney.
the chutney.
And say, what does it make you feel? Express.
Hot. Hot chutney.
last night I've taken him for dinner
जी.
he's eaten butter chicken
हाँ.
paratha dal makhani he took 1 round khaya ho gaya I was like done
हाँ.
chale we should go kal wapas utna hai karna hai yeah he's sitting then after 10 minutes of a break I've seen him again take 2 servings of food again I'm like are you eating again
Of course.
he said I can't stop
You
eating
cannot
this
stop
food
eating. Yeah, no.
he really couldn't
It's
stop eating it
impossible.
Habibi, I like it. Very good, very good
No,
choice.
Yoni.
Good. We learned some Arabic from you. But I have to ask you, working in Indian cinema and this coming together, I think somewhere it's a start of many big things, I feel. Do you feel it as well,
yes
Nushrratt?
completely
क्योंकि इसमें एक बहुत ज़्यादा कॉन्फ्लुएंस हो रहा है तो सबसे पहली बात तो बहुत टफ रोल था यार मैंने प्रोमो देख के मैं पिघल गया सर ओ गॉड आई डोंट नो must have taken you a while to get out of this character.
I've not shot anything in 6-7 months because of this and I did Chori 2 back to back right after this. So I was gone. मतलब मैं नहीं थी मुझे भी थोड़ा भी वक्त लग रहा है to come back to being me. But if you've not seen me for the last 6-7 months anywhere, I stay at home, be with my people. One odd commitments इधर उधर जाना था करना था वो किया but otherwise I was
ये क्यों होता है एक्टर के साथ ये आई नो आई कैन सी द इंटेंसिटी ऑफ द रोल और बहुत ज्यादा टफ है ये जो आपने किया है आई वाज गेटिंग स्कैर्ड फॉर यू कि ओ माय गॉड लाइक इफ आई वाज इन योर स्किन आई वुड बी डाइंग तो एंड ऑफ कोर्स दीज आर रियल स्टोरीज ये ऐसे तो है नहीं हम लोगों ने खुद से मन से बनाई है तो क्या होता है जब ऐसे रोल करके आप निकलते हो आपके मन में क्या हो रहा है
एक्चुअली आप ना ये रोल करके फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने एक सीन किया एक दिन तो एक दिन आप उस सीन और जोन में रहते हो फिर आप थोड़ा थोड़ा रिलैक्स करना शुरू करते हो अगले दिन से बट इस फिल्म में मैं वो रिलैक्स भी नहीं कर सकती थी क्योंकि जिसके साथ फिजिकल अब्यूज रेप हुआ है ना वो 2 दिन बाद नॉर्मल नहीं हो सकते तो फॉर दिस गर्ल्स एंटायर रेस्ट ऑफ द फिल्म राइट आफ्टर इट हैड हैपेंड टू हर टिल द एंड वो मुझे कैरी करना था तो मुझे रोज उस स्टेट ऑफ माइंड में ही आना था इनफैक्ट when he was on set I have not spoken to him I have not chilled with him
He was very arrogant.
I used to be in my own world and I don't know if I don't think he ever asked me what is wrong with you like you don't even talk to me but I couldn't
That was your process,
yeah
isn't it?
because if I became friends with him then while I'm doing that scene, I'm not going to be able to do those
Intimidated.
reactions with him or fear him in that way. तो वो for me वो every day करना was more difficult. Sometimes you do one odd scene and you are able to like pull out of it because वो एक दिन का होता है. ये when you're doing like a 45-day schedule ना, it's not healthy.
My
It's not
God.
healthy at all.
As a partner of Nushrratt, I must say that as petite as she is, she took on her shoulders such an intense, challenging role, and I must say that she did it amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like she was a soldier amongst the girls, right? Like you see the guns blazing through her eyes, and you see that power that
So
she's
maybe
giving.
this is the moment for me to surprise you, and I would say something that I worked on it, okay?
Oh.
Ik Akelli par bhari.
Oh! Where did you learn this? I need to teach you this.
What about you, if I may ask?
What
You're
about
a
me?
musician. You're
What do you
into
want to know?
music. Music liberates you. Music is such a high, and then you play such intense characters. Does it take time for you to get out or to unwind out of it?
I don't know, but I must say that for me as an actor, I like challenging roles. The minute I don't feel comfortable in what I do, I feel that I'm expanding my my limits.
a profound thing to say.
As an artist, I'm always looking to these
Challenges.
characters and challenges. So I don't like my use of words is not like taking the character, or I'm just being at the moment, feeling the moment, being emotionally attached to what I do. And at the same time, when I'm out of it, then I'm out of it. It's just having that moment.
You give it your
that
truth.
precise moment to be present. That's for me acting without studying. I think that's the...
But you're a
Basically,
philosopher, I would think, from what I can see of your numbers. I'm a neurologist. I just want to know from you, when you see this human behavior or human mind that can be so evil, what does it make you feel like as a human being?
I believe that human nature, unfortunately, we have the bad and the evil and the good within.
The Jesus
all
and
of
the
us.
Judas
Within,
is both within us.
within-
There's a story I learned when I was in school, where there was this whole story about how a guy, when he was young, was a Jesus and he acted acts of whatever, and then later his life really, circumstances put him through hardships. He had, towards the end of his life, murdered someone and was in jail. And he
This is
became
a real
Judas.
story.
Yeah, it's one of those short stories in English literature that we were read. Us waqt se, from that age, it is in my head, ingrained, that it's so fascinating. You can be Jesus and Judas in the same lifetime, and it's just your circumstances and just it's the human psychology.
Like Life of Pi.
Human
Yeah.
psychology boggles me. Like, how does that tick in that brain for you to become that?
Yeah.
There's no bad without good. There's no good without bad.
True.
Now, yes, there are challenges as actors. We need to find, what our motivations are to be so evil. But, like I would say, I mean, we all see movies and we see sometimes criminals.
Yeah.
We all feel sometimes connected to the criminals, right? I mean, I want to be, sorry for the use of, but a badass like him, right? Like, I remember one time I needed to portray, not in this, but a rapist, yeah. And that's, then you're questioning, okay, how do I justify this? How do I make the audience be related to this character?
Yeah.
And then you really need to dig in and find your own motivations. And it's quite complex, but it's interesting.
You have such a strong connect to our cinema. Do you know in India we call cinema ma, like ma is mother, and cinema is the mother of everything here because everybody looks up to cinema. I want you to expose, if you don't mind, your tattoo on your arm, on your bicep.
Here.
He has the Bollywood cinema right there. That's a woman with a baby in her arms.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful. That is so
The love.
beautiful. Why do you
The love.
have something so beautiful and profound?
I don't know. I think I saw it when I was 18, just when I was in the military service, and I felt connected to that, and I felt like the love for children, for creation, and I see in children and in women the creation.
Ah, what a beautiful man for you to have worked with, है ना?
Can you believe it?
लेकिन बिल्कुल
Such
आसान
an
नहीं
evil
था.
guy.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं था. Do you see why I was not being friends with him on set? कैसे करती
Easy,
है?
हाँ.
मेरे को वही नहीं पता.
वही ना. और रोज भी है भैया इसके हाथ पे, वो भी दिखा दो. You got a rose and that's the Red Hot Chili Peppers you were
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. I did this with my
Son.
elder son. He's 19. He did the same thing. He chose it. Like he chose the side of the Chili Peppers and he chose the rose inside.
So good.
We both love music.
Radio City, Radio City, Radio City, Radio City, रग रग में दौड़े सिटी.